In the third and potentially final Battle of Britain, Celtic did lose to Aston Villa 4-2. We've reacted to it, but it's time for Celtic fans to react to it. Welcome back to Fog Football. Let's dive straight into the comments. First comment there for 1872 MB. Oh dear, Prince William looks like he's having a rare laugh at Celtic's expense there. Getting a nice wee chuckle in. Rogers, apparently, Philly signed him from 8 million from Middlesbrough, and I've seen this clip earlier. I'm sure other people have seen it. It's like blew up now. Somebody saying that Middlesbrough pulled Aston Villa's pants down and scud at them because he's not worth it. Well, I think anybody scoring a Champions League hat trick has to be worth some form of dough at the end of the day. Moving on, fuck Beale. At least Calmac hit the post against Real Madrid that one time. Pumped in Europe yet again. Here, Real Madrid, they'll be looking for revenge not up next if Celtic draw them. Them or Bayern. Real Madrid will want revenge for that post getting scalped. Timoro Siri, Phil had too much quality, but the team gave a good account of themselves. Trusty and Adair were immense. I thought Trusty was pretty good. He didn't pocket Watkins because I thought Watkins had a really good game apart from his finishing, but I feel like when it came to one-on-ones, Trusty was very good at dealing with Watkins, but here, Watkins still got an awful lot of space to do what he was able to do. Right, Celtic are actually a good team. They just need to improve their finishing. Basically, burying them all here. Finishing, mentality, leading abilities, position, free kicks, physicality, weak foot, strong foot, all that shite. Good evening, says Declan. Reese says, by quality, centre backs. Well, that was almost embarrassing for Villa, says Silly Sausage. Yikes, Connor. Fuck, it just shows me a good few more signings in the door. Our bench this week. Again, I just didn't get it. Why we're seeing so many youngsters come off the bench for Celtic, and it's like, why do they never get given a chance domestically when you're like 3-4-0 up at home? Honestly, I just don't get it. Blues asked, did they enjoy England, lads? With those flags, I don't think many Celtic fans will be happy with the responses there. Sports Royal, have some shame now, pathetic defence. The Villa Watch, always an enjoyable night, teaching the Scottish how to play football. Safe trip home, lads. Roger. I mean, I tell you what, 3 games, 1 draw and 2 defeats. I mean, what was the closest game at the 3? I mean, it was obviously yes, Spurs Rangers. Rangers should have beat Spurs. You know what? Villa and United both had spells over Rangers and Celtic where it looked like it could have been a tanking. I thought at the start of the second half against Rangers, United could have, but that was only about 5 minute spell. Yeah, I mean Celtic got back into the game tonight. They'll be disappointed they let it slip. With that, because it was a cheap third goal. Liam Scales could have did a wee tactical foul, but yeah, I think Celtic's exploits against Villa, likelihood of winning, I would probably put it third at the 3. I'll be better for that. Many Ger said missing 2 players and Celtic fold like a rotten deck chair. Brendan Rodgers doesn't look very happy there. Looks like he's actually crying. What? Let's all laugh at Europe's laughing stock. Birmingham were always getting revenge for 1974. Leave European finals, or European football to Rangers, actually no, to reach European finals. Even the next king in waiting was watching and laughing at you tonight. Joke Football Club wouldn't survive in the English League too. The royal family having a rare laugh there at Celtic's expense. Bill Constable, the sheer arrogance of EPL teams after they get over the line against any team on paper they should be beaten considering the gulf in wages. Villa, we've not had any harder games in Scotland against Aberdeen and Dundee. You're not that good. With 3 first picks not available tonight. I mean, I get it, Bill. You're trying to defend Scottish football. You know what? Celtic struggled massively against Dundee, and they struggled against Aberdeen as well. But I mean, come on, Villa are obviously better than those two. I think too much disrespect's getting put on Aston Villa's name, right? Villa are a good team. Finished top 4 last year. They're 7th this year. They've got some great players now, to be fair. In the next coming days, looks like they're going to lose a few of those great players, but it's almost like people are stuck in like 2013 or something, where they're like, oh, Aston Villa, they're like 16th in the Premier League with you know, a Bonlahor and Andres Flyman up front. It's like they're a fucking a long way removed from those days. I mean, they're a pretty solid team in England, and you know what? They finished top eight in the Champions League. They're no bad, folks. Um, let's see, nothing to be ashamed of. Did very well with key players and to show resilience to get back to 2 each after being two down in 5 minutes was fantastic. Never expected a win, but pop up a decent showing and it can't grumble that the better team won. If only we had 150 million TV money instead of six. I think everyone in the league's fucking arguing that, to be honest, but we're not going to get that money anytime soon. Who we got in the next round? I'll tell you, it's Bayern Munich or Real Madrid. So Celtic are snookered, and Celtic Da 1974 says, "How much have Phil spent?" Well, Phil have spent a lot of money, but you know what? I don't like when Big Phil uses the golf and finances thing. I don't like when Brendan Rodgers uses it, considering the fact that Celtic have actually got a massive gulf over the rest in Scotland. But here, Rangers, it's their own fault. You know, Rangers Celtic have a gulf over the rest of Scottish football, but Rangers' mismanagement and not being able to fucking sell players has partly caused it to get even bigger. So, again, is what it is. But Celtic, it was a good account of themselves, but I was pissed off when Rangers lost to United because, yeah, you can talk about wages and what players are worth and transfer fees, but on the day, Rangers should have picked up something. And Celtic will probably. But see, is there a case that Celtic should have picked up something from this game? Nah, I mean, this isn't even bitterness. Like, I mean, if you watch those three games, Rangers should have beat Spurs, should have got a draw against United, right? Can you honestly make a case that Celtic should have got something from this game of football? I can't. You know, they were 2-0 down, could have been 3, cleared off the line. You know, great comeback to make it to 2 each, but it was a great first half comeback, folks. It wasn't a great 90 minutes comeback. And I mean, if Ollie Watkins had his shooting boots on, man, this could have been 7 or 8. That's the reality of it. Kasper Schmeichel I thought was phenomenal, despite a few mistakes, distribution wise. But yeah, I'll probably be better for that. But yeah, don't mind a wee lemon. You know what I mean?